and discuss one of the one of the topics that I've had on my heart to discuss with everybody. So, in these you know, weird times that we're in, right? I want to remind people of what the elders said. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay, and with that being said, uh, a lot of these things have been being dealt with for a long time. It's just these things were done in the shadows, in the dark, and uh, there were some people that knew about it, and other people that were completely oblivious to it, and some that basically were in denial of it because some of the wicked, diabolical, weird ass shit that people do is just so, outlandish that people can't comprehend that there's actually weird ass motherfuckers on this planet like that, right? To do that kind of shit. So, anyways, I wanted to come and talk about energy. Yes, we have talked about energy on my channel, but this is a whole another level of the energy. Okay, because when there's alleged officials talking about people eating cats and dogs, but these motherfuckers is eating babies. Like Houston, we got a motherfucking problem. Houston, we got a problem. And then to come to find out, it was a whole lie that they was eating the cats and the dogs. Let that fry your noodle. What a projection. They were lying about them eating the cats and the dogs over there in Jamaica and on them islands, right? So allegedly, what I heard about that, we'll just take a little like tangent real quick, is that a woman had lost her dog or cat or something, and the cat or dog ran off, and she couldn't find it, and she said that it was a palm colored, aka Caucasian lady living out there, and so she tried to blame it on the people, the indigenous people on the island, saying that they ate her animal. Okay, then allegedly the animal pops back up. Okay, so the whole story was found to be a lie. But why they continue to run with it is beyond me. Why would they even continue to run with they eating the cats and the dogs? But I like those little remixes that people were making. They eating the cats, they eating the dogs. Now if it was talking about other things, like how men talk about women being cats, if it was something like that, then okay. But when you talk about eating real animals, that's you done gone too far. Not the pets, but they went way too far and beyond the pets when they was eating babies. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about this specific thing because we are consuming food, vegetables, fruits, carbohydrates. Those are simple carbohydrates, but complex carbohydrates like the, you know, pasta, rice, oats, okay, sweet potatoes, yams, proteins for those that eat meat. Those that don't eat meat, they're getting their protein in other ways. Now, what it all boils down to, our food, is calories. And what is calories? Calories is the body's fuel, it is energy. We are consuming the food to gain energy. Okay. Now, there are cultures that are aware of what is called energy exchange. That's why, you know, Japanese people have the Kobe beef because they want the cows to be at peace and never to be tense, never to have bad energy, so that they consume the beef And when that energy transfers to them, it is pure. Okay. It doesn't have fear. It doesn't have anger. It doesn't have any of those low vibrational energies when they consume it. Okay. Halal and kosher is supposed to also be very similar in that sense of the energy. Okay. And being processed properly so that the energy stays, excuse me, more pure. Right. So when you have people that are eating people, right? If you go back to ancient days, there were people that were doing that in battle, and it was supposed to signify that they were taking on that individual's energy. Like they like kind of like Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Like you gotta catch all the badass warriors' energies or whatever. Like they they consume, and that's what they're doing now. It's almost like a form of a destiny swap, right? Because when they're consuming that, they're hoping to take on that individual's energy to the point that they embody it. They embody them. They have a piece of that individual. But baby, the consciousness, right? Once that flesh has lost its consciousness, that's where the ashe is. That's where the essence is. That's where that's what they really after, but that's not what they're gonna get when they eat in people's flesh. Okay. But I'm not gonna, as they say, run it up. This is a very controversial topic, I'm sure, and everybody has their own viewpoints and opinions. So yeah, put those in the comments. And if you need anything else from me, make sure you hit up the description where I have my 3 websites, my activity ebook that I authored, illustrated, and self published. As well as if you would like to support this channel, you can do so by hitting up my PayPal, Cash App, or you can just buy me a coffee. And if financial means do not allow for either of those, then you can always support this channel by liking, sharing, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell because, baby, all of that is free. All of that is free to do, but it does help. And now they got this whole new thing hyping it up. So make sure if you have a hype or two left that you hype up the videos. All right. Peace.